Hey guys, Josh here, and welcome to my Sony E3 2017 review. Sorry, this is probably going to be going out like Saturday now. It was just because of the way it's been taking time to edit these, because they can't go out that quickly. So let's just jump straight into it, shall we? So the Sony conference, I hadn't watched. I didn't get to watch it until like the Wednesday. And like, I had mixed feelings from what I'd read online about it. People saying it wasn't that good a conference. I think people were expecting to maybe see some Death Stranding and some Last of Us 2. And we were told we weren't going to see Death Stranding, but we were certain we were going to see Last of Us 2, and we didn't. And straight away I was like, oh, we didn't see that. And I kind of went into it kind of disappointed in the conference, so I didn't watched it. But I think it was actually a pretty good conference. You know, it was a pretty solid conference. I don't think it was as amazing and as hyped as it has been previous years, I think, but I think it was definitely good. It was a good, solid thing. It looked lovely as well. They were in this theatre, amazing theatre. They were there last year, if I remember correctly. It was the same one. This gorgeous theatre. It's not like the normal stage they use for the other conferences. It's like this really nice, grand, posh, old-fashioned theatre with red curtains and balconies and stuff overlooking it and stuff. And they made use of that. They really did. In terms of the music and stuff was really well done, and the sound and stuff like that, and they had physical stuff on the stage. You had zombies hanging, and they had these like moving screens and stuff that moved around, like hung across, and it was really cool looking. So they started with Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. I'm not sure what I think about this really. I think everyone's a bit kind of on one hand, yes, more Uncharted, but at the same time, I'm to be honest, Uncharted 4 had a very, very, very good ending. A very nice ending that just put a very nice definitive end to it. I'm not going to spoil it, but basically, yeah, if you play the ending to Uncharted 4, you know it was a very, very satisfying ending that ended it nicely, and I felt that was their goodbye to it, and they were going to move on. They wanted to do extra content for the game, obviously, and then people just wanted story content, so they decided to do this. This is a standalone thing. Where basically you follow the two characters. I can't remember their fucking names now, but basically they're in the main story. It's been a while since I played the thing, and basically they are like the focus of the standalone game, basically. And I suppose it's nice to see different characters for once, and get away from Drake. But at the same time, it's like it just doesn't feel like, I don't know. I really don't know about it. If I did play it, it wouldn't be on launch. Certainly not. It'd be a good while. Yeah, I'd have to see. I'm really not sure. But yeah. Then, something which I am looking forward to, Horizon Zero Dawn DLC, which looks fucking awesome. It's called The Frozen Wilds, and basically Aloy's going off searching for something, and it's, yeah, it looks really good. I absolutely loved Horizon Zero Dawn. It's right up there for me so far this year, and so yeah, to see more of that and a DLC is fucking awesome. And yeah, I wonder if they're going to touch on the ending of the original, the base game. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, really, really, really looking forward to that. Yeah, and just continuing that, and I imagine there'll be more leveling stuff, abilities, stuff like that, which would be really cool. So then they showed Days Gone. Now, before this, I said in my previous video the other day how, when I talk about State of Decay, how I wasn't that interested in this. Days Gone last year was somewhat impressive, seeing lots and lots of zombies, but like I said, I've kind of gone off zombie games, and to see another one was a bit kind of, whereas this one has actually slightly won me over. Looking at the trailer, the gameplay they showed looked fucking really cool. It's kind of The Last of Us, but with actual zombies, not like infected spore stuff. But like fuck tons of zombies. Like I said, the fact they got like crowds and crowds of zombies, which is quite really cool to see. And it looks like it's got quite a sort of deep personal character story within that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, Days Gone has kind of convinced me a bit more maybe to consider it. Before I was kind of just not really bothered, whereas now I'm actually yeah, it looks fucking cool. Yeah, and yeah, I'm pretty looking forward to that actually. So after that they showed Monster Hunter World, which looks fucking cool. I've never played a Monster Hunter game. A few friends of mine are quite crazy on it. On 3DS they play it a lot, and I've never really been that into it. But this looked so fucking cool. Like, I didn't have a clue what it was, to be honest, when I was trying to work out what it was. It looks so strange, but it looks really cool. Yeah, it looks gorgeous. It kind of, yeah, I sort of, for a second when it first started, it looked like Ark Evolved, and I was like, what? But yeah, it looks really fucking cool and really interesting, and yeah, it might be one to get. Why it's called Monster Hunter World implies it's going to be some kind of online-y, MMO-y thing, possibly. I don't know much about it, but yeah, it looks pretty interesting. So after that, they showed a trailer for Shadow of the Colossus remade for PS4. Again, I've never played the original, and so it doesn't necessarily appeal to me that much, but it looks fucking amazing. It's a complete rework there. It's not just an HD upgrade for PS4, they're actually remaking the game. So yeah, for fans of Shadow Colossus, it's amazing to see that, and me as a non-fan and not anything about it, I was quite impressed. It looks pretty nice. So yeah, nice that. Then they showed Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. It's like some Marvel. It looks a bit, I don't know. I never really got into Marvel vs. Capcom that much, and I can't really say much about it really. But yeah, it looks kind of cool. Like, they have to do something with Thanos and they have to work with him or something, and against, yeah, it looks, I don't know much about Capcom stuff that much to kind of, but yeah, it looks quite cool, really. Yeah, it's fun. Next up was Call of Duty World War II. They actually showed a gameplay trailer. It shows all the different sort of fronts you go through, starting with D-Day, and you go into the Ardennes, the Battle of the Bulge, all that. It looks fucking cool. I'm quite looking forward to this one. Every year, COD I enjoy. Every year, I can't say I've ever really not liked a COD. Every year, I play a COD and I enjoy it, and I feel satisfied with it, and then I move on the following year, and I think that's fine. They're like action popcorn flicks every year, you know, and they keep you entertained for a few, you know, a good month or two, and for 40 quid, you know, 45 quid, that's worth it, to be honest, if you consider, you know, you might pay a tenner for a cinema ticket these days, and this gives you way more time. Yeah, I got no problem with that. But this one actually looks like it could be one that lasts a bit longer. They're going back to their roots, boots on the ground, back to that old World War II, classic World War II. But it looks fucking cool, and they didn't show it in this trailer. I saw some other trailer gameplay basically that shows as like modes where basically you have to escort a tank through a level, kind of like TF2 Payload, I think. There's like a bridge in the middle of the map that's destroyed. One team has to construct it by, like, you know, being near it, whilst other enemy teams trying to stop them. That kind of thing looks really cool to put into multiplayer. And yeah, just going back to that World War II. Yeah, World War II Call of Duty is what got me into the franchise, and World War II shooters in general are what got me into FPSs. So yeah, it's nice to go back to that. And it'll be really, I'm really looking forward to that. Really, generally am quite looking forward to it this year. Yeah. Then they talked about some PSVR stuff. Skyrim VR. Wow. Fucking. It's like the 5th or 6th time they're reselling Skyrim now. Apparently it costs like 50 quid to buy, and it's like, what? You're charging full retail again for, it's just like, no, you already sold it last year. Like, can you not just add it as like an option and like charge a little bit of money? But no, you have to re-release the whole thing. It's like, oh, God's sake. They announced another VR game called Star Child. Yeah, Star Child, it's a weird one. And they show some weird asylum, like, horror game thing called The Impatient, which is kind of weird. Final Fantasy 15 is getting a VR mode with fishing, which is like, okay. Like, the fishing in Final Fantasy 15 was kind of like a fun little side activity. I don't want to fucking spend hours doing it as a main thing with VR, so it's like, you know, okay. And then Bravo Team, which is kind of interesting. Cool little thing, like a shooter kind of in VR. The problem with VR is when you're showing it, advertising it to people, especially it's not like E3, it's very hard to sell the game because the game itself might look kind of shitty because you can't experience it in the way VR shows it when you look around and stuff. So you can never properly sell it unless you get people trying it themselves, which is why they often try and do these. They get constantly doing events when they let people come out and try PSVR, because whilst they can show you gameplay and put out demos for people to play, until people actually try the VR themselves, they're not necessarily going to be as sold as they would be for just seeing, you know, gameplay of a game. So yeah, it's a hard one. It's a tough one. But I'd love to get PlayStation VR. I mean, ultimately, I'd love to get. Probably HTC Vive would be the one if I did get a VR I'd go for. It seems to be the best one. Maybe sometime down the line, if there was some money possibly, that'd be cool.
You think I'm weak because I'm not like you?
Then they showed some God of War gameplay. Again, I never played a lot of games. I never played. I've never played God of War, many of them, and so like I've never really been interested in it. I might be with this one. I guess I kind of. The style of this one appeals to me more than the originals. I've never been one for kind of... I played a demo for the original, like I think it was free, and I kind of didn't like it, whereas this looks a bit more kind of close up and brutal and slowed down a bit, like more brutal. So I might be a bit more interested in this one, possibly. I don't really know. I'll have to look into God of War itself and just see if I'm interested in the lore and stuff ultimately as well. There's no point saying if it's really fucking cool gameplay, but the story's, you know, you're just not into it. No matter how good the story might be, if you're just not into it, then, you know, you won't necessarily enjoy it. So, yeah, but it looks gorgeous, and so, yeah, could be interesting. Next up was a game which I am pretty hyped for, actually, and I remember they showed it last year, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, and this year even more was Detroit Become Human. It's like, it's David Cage's next game. It's Heavy Rain, basically. It's not Beyond Two Souls. It's like they're actually going back. It seems to imply they're going back to Heavy Rain's kind of level of choice, but even more. Just so many choices you can do, and it shows like different choices and branches and outcomes and stuff like that. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. The story actually looks pretty interesting as well. Like robots rebelling and stuff, and fighting for humanity with choice and stuff. Looks pretty cool. It just looks really cool. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that one. Then they showed a story trailer for Destiny 2, another game I'm hyped for. Absolutely hyped for Destiny 2. Can't wait for it. They don't need to sell it to me. Just say the name and I'm interested. It shows the main bad guy, Goal, or Gary, of course, Gary. And it basically shows, you know, him fucking up the Guardian. His Guardian he fucks up basically, and like they lose their power and stuff, which is how, you know, we're going to lose our powers and we have to basically start from fresh at the start of Destiny 2. And then it shows the, you know, you're getting more powerful guns and fighting back and stuff like that. It really kind of pumps you up. Really cool music, you know, heavy beats and that, and people like cocking guns and firing guns and stuff. It's like, yeah, showing off loot and that kind of thing. Yeah, really looking forward to Destiny 2. Don't need to sell it to me, but you sold it to me even more than you had in the past. And then finally, we had Marvel's Spider-Man, which personally I'm fucking excited for. It looks so fucking good. Spider-Man, it just looks so fucking good. Like, apart from just graphically looking good, it just fucking, the style and, you know, it's like the way he can, you know, fly around properly, he can swing from his webs, and he can fucking, you know, tie people up with webs, and like, and like the humor as well with Spider-Man in there. Like, let's say there's a bit where he like fucking pulls a thing towards him with a web, and it like knocks two guys, this swinging thing. And quick time events, which are kind of like, but they make you feel like a superhero. Like I say, when you have to shoot like fuck tons of webs really quickly to stop this helicopter crashing into the streets below. It makes you feel like Spider-Man. It's really fucking cool, and it looks gorgeous. Like I said, the graphics look amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited for that one, and yeah, definitely will be getting that. So that was Sony's E3, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, that is it. Next one will be Nintendo. Will be a shorter one because it was quite a shorter video anyway. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.